Hello to all our magical listeners. We are Marie and Kate. Together, we love to chat about mindful magic. Mindful magic is intentionally, mindfully traveling through each day, each task, every little mundane thing you need to do with a magical mindset. Let's get magical and start this episode.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mindful Magic Podcast. I'm Kate.
And I'm Marie. Kate, can we talk about how excited we are to be back?
It feels so good. Like, I needed this. I feel like this has been the craziest year so far, and I feel like this is my normal. So, like, this feels so good.
Yeah, I agree. When we were like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be Beltane." Oh, I'm
Yeah,
hearing a
and
little bit of an echo.
but it makes sense though. And like, we're just gonna have to try really hard to stay focused because we have so much to say. And it's just gonna be a fun episode. I'm excited.
Yeah. I hear a little bit of an echo. Oh, good, it's gone. Oh, no, I hear it when I talk. Oh, no. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing the echo. I'm so sorry.
I don't hear your echo.
Okay, hopefully it's not being recorded or transmitted. We'll we'll do our best here. Well,
It's been a while. I mean, it feels right. The timing is perfect.
yeah, and we haven't recorded since late last year, and we had so many plans. In fact, we have a few episodes in the drive that we were going to do, and we life happened.
Yeah, it sure did. And life just like pulled us in. They're like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's been growth, there's been shadow work, extreme loss, and some healing.
Yeah, it's like that transformation that doesn't always make it to the mic. Like it was just very introspective time.
Right. But today we return right on the threshold of Beltane, and we're excited.
Yes, I love Beltane. Like my cheeks have been on fire all day, which it's a festival of fire, passion, creation, and becoming.
Right. And so this episode is a rekindling,
And not just of this podcast.
but also of intention, creativity, and the parts of ourselves that are ready to bloom again. So get ready to stoke those inner fires, y'all.
I'm ready.
Me too.
So let's talk about the history and the meaning of Beltanes, because I know not all of our listeners may know what Beltane is.
Right. So here's, let's see. Beltane is an ancient Celtic fire festival. It's traditionally celebrated on May 1st, and it marks the midpoint between the spring equinox and summer solstice. And it's also one of the greater Sabbats, a time when seasonal energy is at its peak and most powerful.
Yeah. And historically, communities would light great bonfires. Fires believed to protect, purify, and bless.
Cattle were driven between twin flames for protection, and people would leap over embers for luck, fertility, and renewal.
And the name itself is often linked to bright fire, a sacred flame honoring life's vitality.
But beyond the rituals, Beltane has always been about aliveness, passion, and sensuality.
Yeah, it celebrates the union of energies masculine, feminine, earth and spirit, intention, and action.
And oh gosh, I'm like getting goosebumps from just thinking about it. Um, and fertility here isn't just physical.
Yeah, it's creative fertility, ideas, identities, dreams finally taking root, which I feel in my
Yeah,
soul.
I love that.
Me
And
too.
we mentioned doing our own shadow work, and shadow work done right means rebirth. And this is where Beltane feels especially personal this year because we have spent months doing shadow work. As soon as we thought, okay, Kate, guess what? I think I'm good with this thing. And nope, the universe had other plans.
Like, I hear us going, "Ha ha," but it's also like, "Ah," like we're crying. Like, no.
No.
Can we just relax? I literally just sat down.
Right, right.
So, like, sitting with discomfort, unpacking patterns, dealing with loss, and growing in ways that aren't always visible.
Yeah, and the truth is, you don't come out of that the same person.
No. In Beltane, it's not asking you to go back to who you were. That's what I love about it.
Right, right. It is actually asking you to step forward as to who you've become.
Yeah. So, like, instead of rushing the energy,
Yeah, but pause and ask yourself, what have I been working on that is ready to emerge now?
so what I have been, tending to, like, what's ready to bloom. We are being nudged more than ever this year specifically to act, to go for what we want authentically, which is very big this year, authenticity and unapologetically. It's very powerful energy. It's not just, Beltane. This is really enhancing those energies. It's also just the theme for this year. And I want to move into something that feels really important for this season, sensuality. It's not sexuality, but sensuality. This is about being in your body, feeling your life again, like the sun on your skin, the air, your breath, turning every mundane task into a ritual, making your life a moving prayer and allowing yourself to enjoy everything, no matter how small it is.
Right. It's presence, it's awareness, and quite frankly, it's self love and self care. It's slowing down enough to experience the moments, being in the moment with yourself.
Yes. And as women, this connects to something deeper. We are not separate from creation. We are the bridge. As women, we create.
That is right. Our bodies are cyclical, intuitive, and deeply connected to energy.
And we're portals, not just physically, but energetically, emotionally, spiritually. We are the space where intuition becomes action, energy becomes reality, and desire becomes creation.
Right, right. And when we disconnect from our bodies, we disconnect from that power. It's easy to get busy and forget how to slow down and be with ourselves in the moment.
Yeah, we've been conditioned to push through, to numb out, to stay in survival mode. That guilt of, oh, I just want to be lazy today. That guilt, that shouldn't, that's not how it is. But Beltane calls us back into feeling, back into receiving, and back into ourselves.
That's right. You don't need to become powerful.
We already are. You just have to reconnect. Marie and I want to share 5 simple ways to connect with this potent Beltane energy. So, one, wear the energy. Put something on that makes you feel like a goddess, that makes you feel alive and beautiful. Flowy dresses, skirts, soft fabrics, or even just the color red, any color that makes you feel beautiful. Just let your body feel beautiful and free.
Oh, I love that. And then you can light a candle with intention. It can be a real candle or a battery powered. We always promote fire safety, of course. And pause, take a breath, and set an intention for what you want to grow. Fire equals creation.
Yes. And also, number 3, sip something slowly. So, tea, coffee, like add honey, be present with it. When you stir in milk, set an intention. I always set an intention when I stir my drink. We are healthy, we are safe, we are strong. Health, wealth, happiness, love. Just a second is all it takes. And then that first sip is important. You just feel that intention. So, you feel it and you let it ground into your body.
And Kate, when you said sip something slowly, you know exactly what I thought of, right?
You're when you always apologize for slurping on the phone? I know.
That too, but I was like, "Ooh, sip something slowly, that reminds me of whiskey," but, you could do a little honey
That
in
too.
your whiskey too.
Sorry, I'm gonna sip my whiskey.
Yeah,
One second.
absolutely.
Um,
So,
yeah.
number 4, you can move your body freely, dance in your kitchen, sway, stretch. You need to connect with the tissues in your body, and as women, I think that we need the stretching more than anything. We get bound up tight, muscles get you don't even realize how tense you are until you start stretching, and then you're like, "Whoa, okay, that kinda hurts, but now it feels good." And so that can help the energy flow freely through your body. Let your body lead and let it instead of you controlling it, and this is how you connect to your life force.
Yeah, definitely. And intuitive movement too is huge. Like
Mhm.
move the way your body wants to move, even if it looks weird. I've noticed like I found myself like jumping a little bit, like releasing energy intuitively, and that feels good too. So I love intuitive movement.
Do you
But
know
I do that alone. No one sees that, like not even my
nobody
kids.
sees. Do it alone. Nobody there's no shame in it. Absolutely no
No,
shame. Do you remember on Seinfeld how Elaine dances?
no, no. I haven't
Oh, you
really
gotta
watched Seinfeld, just a couple episodes, but I need to because you bring that up a lot. I need to watch it.
do I plug Seinfeld a lot? That's so funny. No, but Elaine has this crazy dance, and it's just like she doesn't care. She
Yeah.
just does it, you know?
Do an Elaine dance, yes.
You d
And number 5, this is one of my favorites. I believe our voices and actually speaking aloud is so important. Sing in the shower, hum, speak your intentions out loud. I sound like a crazy person half the time. I have affirmations that I've programmed to say constantly out loud. Your voice is so powerful and it activates energy and creation and helps tune you into what you want. So, there's a trending song I'm sure a lot of you have heard, Ring My Bell by Anita Ward. I guess is like trending again because this woman, she's like, I listen to this every day and money has not stopped coming in. So, like, Dahlia and wake her up now singing that song, and we do a little dance, and I carry her out to the couch. But that song, if you look it up on like TikTok, you'll see it's trending now. So use your voice.
That's the one from the '70s, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ring
It's
my bell,
mhm,
ring my bell. Yeah, love that song.
yeah.
I
So,
love that.
and Beltane isn't about doing more, it's about feeling more. Come back to your body and come back to your fire. Just whatever feels right for you.
Yes, connecting to your body, and, speaking of connections, this is always a great time to connect to our fairy realm and the joy frequency.
Yes, fairies are so connected to this energy. In setting the intention to work with them, to connect with them, they're drawn to joy, playfulness, beauty, authentic emotion. They can also help bring those out in you. So if you take care of your yard, you set that intention to connect with them, they will help you feel those emotions. So this energy, it enhances your intention. So when you make it a point to connect with them, to understand that you are connected, you feel that support and love from the fairies as well as Mother Earth.
Oh, I love that. And, the Fey world, they don't respond to stress or control. They respond to presence and enjoyment, pure joy, and a little
Mhm.
mischief, but mostly joy.
Yeah, it's like that childlike mischief and childlike joy. So when you allow yourself to feel good, you're aligning with their frequency. And Marie and I have to do an episode on fairies because it's one of our favorite topics. We could talk about them all day, but this is very brief. If you have questions, just comment below and we'll try to answer those.
Yeah. And so we're going to change gears here just a little bit, and when you start noticing signs, synchronicities, and little magical moments, that is when you know you've connected, whether it be with fairies, whether it be with your body, whether it be with our universe and our source, that's when you know that you've connected. You start seeing signs, and there are no coincidences, that type of thing. And there's a few things that can really help you connect to this specific Beltane energy. We love honey, Lemuria, and Avalon healing.
Yes, it's been I'm rereading Sarah Breskman Kazume's Hypnotist Journey to Avalon, and honey has just been standing out a lot lately. And I feel so Beltane for honey. This honey carries ancient energy. So when you tune into it, you'll feel connections to Lemuria and Avalon, places where people lived in harmony with nature and spirit.
And honey has been used in rituals for centuries for healing, offerings, and connection. But it's also very powerful in a very real physical way, especially when you're using local honey from your area, which can also help in a homeopathic way with seasonal allergies. Look it up. We'll mention it again.
Yeah, local honey carries the energy of the land that you're living on, the plants, the flowers, the environment around you.
And because of that, it's often used to help support the body with things like I mentioned, seasonal allergies using homeopathic theory, immune support, it soothes the throat, it aids in gut health and digestion, and it can be antibacterial on cuts and scrapes.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
but
not,
we have to be careful. Don't give it to babies. They're
yes,
not
yeah.
their immune systems aren't ready for it
I'm
yet.
so glad you brought that up. Yes. So it's not just spiritual, it's deeply physical. It's connecting your body to the land you're on in a really natural, simple way. Marie and I love magical and simple.
Oh, yes, because we're busy.
Hmm.
That's why
I'm
we do this
tired. I'm
podcast.
busy.
Busy, I'm tired. I don't have time. I'm too tired to cast a circle.
Just gonna sip some honey.
Yes, we'll sip some honey. But it's like you're building a relationship with your environment from the inside out, especially with honey, because it comes from the nectar that's gathered from the bees, from the things that are growing in your area. I love the energy that honey carries.
Yeah, I do too. It's really healing and magical. I am not going to get into names. I have to, a quick story. There was this little girl that I was looking after. She was in a really bad situation at home. She just, not a lot of joy in her life. And she was visiting me for some reason. I don't remember. I made her a peanut butter and honey sandwich. And when I made it, I said, you know how magical honey is. I'm like, this is going to make you feel so good and pay it. Like, I just showed her how magical honey was. And she was probably 6, and I felt like there was a spark, like something woke up in her and it brought so much joy. So, like, even with your kids, telling them how magical it is when they're older, not babies, but um, there's just, it's magical in letting them know that it helps you connect with the fairies and with Mother Earth. It's a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
And energetically, honey holds that frequency of sweetness, nourishment, abundance, and connection, as we said.
Yeah, so when you bring honey into your rituals, whether it's in tea, fruit, or an offering, um, or if it's tea or fruit or an offering, you're working with something that's both ancient and alive, and there's
Yeah, even
something to be said for
mhm.
that.
Yeah. And even something simple like adding honey to your tea with intention and slowing down, this becomes a moment of healing. Just making that effort. It doesn't have to be extravagant, just little things matter.
And you're not just consuming it.
Yeah. You're connecting, you're grounding, you're remembering. Like I said, I'm reading that book now, A Hypnotist's Journey to Avalon. I recommend it for anyone who's interested in any of these topics. It helps you connect with ancient memories. It actually unlocks talents and wisdom and abilities from past lifetimes. I had some really crazy experiences reading it the first time. It really helps awaken your connection to the earth.
I love that, and that is Sarah Breskman Cosmate.
Yeah, and it's Audible as well as paperback. I recommend the paperback. There's something about holding it in your hand and reading the words. But if you can't get into books, then audiobook it is.
Yep.
So next we want to talk about sensual energy, fire in your root chakra energy.
And this isn't about anything explicit. It's about life force energy and connection, connection with your own body, your world around you. And one of the best rituals is to connect with your partner if you have one. The Beltane fire is a passionate one. So get your freak on. No, just kidding. Just
It's
kidding.
so funny. And it's true though. This creation energy filled with passion and sensuality. It's passion, it's connection, being fully present in your body. So listen to your body and answer that call if you feel guided in any way to nurture yourself and your partner. So make time for each other and use this potent, fertile energy to plan your future, to envision it and plan your next moves together. It's not all about physical love. It's about, focusing on a common goal. It's a really good time to do that.
Right. Nurturing. Right.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
when you're in that state, your body is open, and it's a great time to practice Kundalini. And that will be a whole other late night episode sometime, right, Kate?
Yes.
I don't know about you, but I don't even need a calendar date to know that Beltane is coming. I I start looking for my husband because I can feel the fire energy start to surge like a few days later. It's just like it's this fire goddess energy, and I love it. And it's a fire horse year.
Yeah, right. And like I said, on my cheeks, like I feel like I'm burning, like, and it's not even hot, it's chilly today, but like, and it's that the same thing, that connection, you just know it's there. I thought that that moisturizer, which I do think is part of it that I'm trying for you now, I thought that was acting as like a pheromone. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I feel like, first of all, I felt really good. But then I noticed that my husband was noticing, and more like he knows too. You know, it's not just women, it's like men know too. It's that time of year. It's one of the most powerful states that you can be in with your partner, or even, with yourself.
Right. And on our podcast, we always want to mention manifestation too and how to bring your desires into your reality.
Yeah, this connects to the teachings of Neville Goddard, one of Marie and I's favorite teachers. So, books that we would recommend: Feeling is the Secret is amazing. And these are all really short reads, and they're all on Audible too. So, Feeling is the Secret, and his book, The Power of Sex Transmutation, that's actually written by Mitch Horowitz, but it's based on Neville's teachings. That book will take you maybe an hour to read, and it is amazing. It changes the way
Yeah,
that you look at everything.
I love that. And you're not forcing, you're not overthinking, you're just feeling, being present in your body and mind and really feeling as if it's already happened. That is the key to manifestation.
Yeah. And when you feel it in your body, that's when it becomes real. So envision, use all of your senses to manifest, and your body.
Right. Well, Kate, let's move into something more tangible now. A few simple Beltane rituals that we can share.
If you are so inclined and connected to fairies, you can create a fairy altar.
I love that. You can do this if you have a yard or even if you have an apartment or a flat. You can do a windowsill fairy altar. You don't need a yard or, the great moors of England to create an altar. Just create a small altar anywhere you can. It can be a garden, a porch, like I said, a windowsill. Really fun things to add are a small bowl of water if you have some cute little container that the fairies would like to drink out of. And then something red or orange to symbolize the Beltane fire, like a carnelian or ruby gemstone, or even a red rose, a yellow sunflower, anything that symbolizes fire to you. You are asking the fairies to help you ignite this Beltane energy. And of course, don't forget the honey because fairies love honey.
Yes. Anything sweet too, I've noticed. Um, it's something sweet that's not like processed. Don't give them a
Right.
Twinkie. um, and you can also add something shiny. Like, they love shiny things, figurines in your garden, statues. It's a good time to put out your summer decor. Your fairy statues. My daughter and I love setting up our fairy stuff every year. And feed the birds, feed the squirrels.
Yes, I love that. And as you place everything, set a simple intention. I welcome joy, harmony, and connection with the fairies. Beltane is all about sparking joy. And let's see, Kate, should we talk about a Beltane tea?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And if you're not able to get to any type of rituals, then make an intention tea because that'll help you connect with the energy of the day as well. And it's something very simple and doesn't take that much time. Some of the herbs that you can use are, herbs and flowers, rose petals, chamomile, mint or hibiscus, and of course, a little honey to sweeten it.
Yeah, and then before you drink it, pause. So you set your intention, you decide your intention. It can be something like connecting with your physical body, connecting with your partner physically, or bringing awareness to what you'd like to bring forth from any shadow work that you've done.
And then sip slowly. Let it be a full sensory experience. I and okay, Kate, and we cannot close a Beltane podcast without talking about the fire of Beltane. You don't need a bonfire, but if you have the space and do it safely, then make one and dance around it. There's nothing like getting in tune with your body and drawing up and in all of the fire energy, like dancing around a real fire.
Yeah, you just need intention. Or and then if you're worried that your neighbors will think you're crazy, ask your kids to start dancing. Like, I'm just dancing with my kids.
I love it.
And here's another simple ritual to help you connect with the Beltane energy. And we will post this so you have it to refer to. So you'll need a candle, a red, orange, or a yellow one. Otherwise, a white one. White is always good. Cast your circle or clear your space and make sure you won't be disturbed. You place your candle in front of you on a fireproof surface. Light your candle with intention. Everything becomes a ritual when you do it with intention. And then you cannot do this the wrong way. Intention is everything. And then you close your eyes and take a deep breath.
And I want to reiterate that everything becomes a ritual when you do it with intention. It doesn't
Yes.
matter if you're making your morning coffee, showering, washing your dishes, folding your laundry, driving to and from work. Everything becomes a ritual when you do it with intention.
Yes. I'm so glad you said that, Marie.
Yeah, I love that line. Bring awareness into your body. Start at your crown chakra and make your way down, clearing and energizing each one with deep breaths and very slow exhales.
And then you open your eyes and you focus on the flame. This represents your life force.
Place one hand on your heart and one on your lower belly.
And then you ask your body, what do I need?
And then listen. And instead of thinking, just feel it. You'll
You,
hear it, you'll feel it.
Mhm.
Just take a moment.
Yes. And you let that feeling grow and you listen for the answer. And sometimes it will come to you in an image or a memory. It is always quick, I've noticed, Marie. I don't know about you, but
Mhm.
it's always very quick, or it can be a physical sensation, like a chakra area, a body part, a left or a right side. Like I said, masculine, feminine energy is left, masculine is right. Um, so it can become, and a lot of times it will come before you even finish the question. So pay attention and really trust what
Right.
you receive.
That's so true. Yeah, before you get done asking the question, you already
So
have the
true.
answer. Yeah,
Like,
and
no, say it
remember,
again.
yeah, yeah. And remember what your body told you so you can address that. You're asking a question, "What do I need? What do you need?" So make sure you follow through with that. And if something needs to be released, imagine it being burned up in the flame of your candle.
Yes. And then you imagine that light moving into your body.
Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale, seeing what needs to be released being moved into your flame.
And then you say, I receive what is meant for me and I release that which no longer serves me.
Right. Bonfires are awesome, but you don't need a bonfire.
You are the fire.
Beltane isn't about becoming someone new overnight.
It's about honoring who you have become.
We've all had a pretty intense start of the year and done some amazing work on ourselves. So it's time to emerge. And wherever you are right now,
You are exactly where you need to be. Trust that. Happy Beltane and welcome back to Mindful Magic.
If you have any questions or topics you would like to hear Marie and I discuss, please comment below, send us a message, or reach out to us on Instagram. We like to close each episode with a moment of mindfulness. Take a deep breath and think about what you're grateful for today. We're now going to bless everything that you're grateful for and let your higher self and guides know that you are open for even more blessings. We bid you farewell until we meet again. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. We hope your day is filled with love, happiness, undeniable signs, and mindful magic. You can check out Marie's handmade candles, soaps, lotions, and more at kitchenwitchhawaii.com, and you can follow her on Instagram. You can book an angel reading with me, check out my books, and sign up for our Angel Magic community at katewhitneyofficial.com. And be sure to follow Mindful Magic on YouTube at Mindful Magic Channel. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. If you have any questions or topics you would like